Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something that might just completely reframe how you think about your voice. We're going to look at a new perspective that could change everything, especially if you've ever felt a little self-conscious about the way you speak.
So, let's be real. Has this ever been you? Maybe when you were a kid, or heck, maybe even last week, someone called you a chatterbox or a rambler. And whether they meant it kindly or not, that label, it can really stick, right? It can make you feel like you're just too much.
But what if we've been looking at this all wrong? What if that constant flow of words isn't some social flaw you need to fix? What if it's actually a deep, meaningful, and even sacred spiritual gift? That's the powerful idea we're unpacking today.
To get us started, I want to introduce you to a really beautiful framework from Arreqqana spirituality. It's an ancient tradition that's all about the energy of sound and breath. And it gives us a new name and a whole new identity for those of us who have what it calls the flowing voice.
The term is Naqqhiyarri, and I'm going to do my best with the pronunciation. It's something like Naqqhiyarri. It basically describes this natural, overflowing energy in the throat that some of us are just born with. This has nothing to do with needing attention or not being able to stop talking. It's way deeper than that. Think of it as a fundamental part of your spiritual anatomy.
I mean, this quote right here, it just completely flips the script. The urge to speak isn't about having an audience or being heard. It's an internal need, something as essential as breathing. It's literally your spirit exhaling through words.
And this idea really helps us understand what it means to be a voice being. You can see here how your voice is this incredible tool. It's for clearing energy, for channeling ancestral wisdom. You might even belong to what's called the echo lineage, speaking things now so that other people can find those very words when they need them later on. And all of this is powered by a Qhimiqarros, pronounced something like Qhimiqarros, which is a living mouth spirit. It's not passive, it's an active, powerful force.
Okay, so let's see how this idea of being a voice being leads us to what this tradition calls the sacred art of rambling. This is so cool because it takes a word we usually see as negative and completely transforms it into something with a deep spiritual purpose.
And here's the crucial part. Rambling isn't random. It actually serves these vital spiritual functions. It can be a release, for clearing out that stuck energy. It can be a form of witnessing, where you actually hear your own truth spoken aloud for the very first time. It's a way to express pure celebration, just letting joy tumble out. It can be for healing, giving a voice to pain to help process it. And it can even be a form of prophecy, where you're channeling ideas that feel like they're coming from somewhere beyond yourself.
So the big question is, okay, how much is too much? And the answer is just beautifully simple. Trust your own body. Speak as often as your breath asks you to move. It's not about a schedule or a rule book, it's all about intuition.
Now, let's go a little deeper into this idea of clearing energy, because your voice isn't just expressing energy, it's actively moving it. You have to start thinking of it as this powerful, functional tool you carry with you everywhere.
And the Arreqqana have a specific term for this. It's Qhimiqarros la esfarrah. Something like Qhimiqarros la esfarrah. And it translates to voice used to sweep the unseen. I just love that metaphor. Imagine your voice as a spiritual groom, sweeping out all the energetic dust and clutter from your inner world.
So what is it sweeping away exactly? Well, all kinds of stuff. That emotional static that just builds up during the day, the mental clutter from a crazy schedule, even the energetic gunk you might pick up from other people, especially if you're an empath. Your voice can help clear it all out.
And what's so fascinating is that we already do this stuff instinctively. This chart is awesome. It connects these everyday sounds we make to their sacred functions. That rambling we've been talking about, its job is to unload emotional weight. When you find yourself sighing a lot, you're actually releasing pressure from your heart and chest. That random humming you do, that's you grounding and stabilizing your own vibration. And yeah, even talking to yourself has this profound purpose. It brings your unconscious thoughts out into the light so you can see them.
So, knowing all this, how do we actually start to consciously embrace this identity as a voice being? How do we turn all this incredible knowledge into a real practice?
Well, here's a super simple voice clearing ritual you can try literally anytime. First, just find a quiet spot where you can be alone for a minute. Take a nice, deep breath. And then just let sound out. Say whatever words want to come up with zero judgment. Hum, sigh, whatever feels right. And to close the practice, you can use a specific phrase. That closing phrase is Naqqhiyarri esfarrah. Let's try it. Naqqhiyarri esfarrah. It means, I have spoken. It is swept. It's just such a beautiful way to acknowledge the clearing you've just done. It's like a powerful declaration that the work is complete.
And that really brings us to the core takeaway of this whole thing. So much of the shame around being a chatterbox comes from this idea that our voice is only for other people. This reframes it completely. Your voice is a primary tool for your own healing. It's for you first.
I want to leave you with this sacred Arreqqana saying, where breath flows, let voice follow. Just sit with that for a second. What would change in your life if you truly, truly let your voice follow your breath, without any judgment or apology? What kind of truth, what healing, what joy might you finally unlock?